The price of SpaceX stock has absolutely been hammered. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the fact that it is down in the last month, 32+%. It is down from its published high of 201. Actually, there was an intraday high of 225. So that's actually its all-time high. But right here, 201 from back on June 16th, it is down 32+%. But it continues to get bought. Retail investors are piling in by the millions. They are, and they're not selling. What do retail investors see? Why are they buying it? By the way, I have bought some and I continue to buy, and we're going to talk about why in this video. Okay, so SpaceX stock has just got cut in half. Okay, coming out or making earnings announcements. Actually looked pretty good, but again, got hammered on the fact that they were talking about increasing their CapEx expenditures, all that kind of stuff. So, but we're really going to focus on in this video why retail investors are buying. Look, retail investors bought over 22 million, almost 23 million of SpaceX shares during the first hour of trading yesterday on Wednesday. All right, but let's listen to this. This is interesting. Okay. That was more than 3 times the stock average opening hour inflow. Crazy, right? So more people are buying it now than when it opened. Crazy. Okay. Wednesday extended an unbroken streak. SpaceX has yet to record a single day of net retail selling since its debut. Retail investors bought $405 million for the first 5 sessions, compared with $103 million over the 5 sessions leading into earnings. Why are retail investors buying? All right, let me ask you this. Drop in the chat comments below. Why are you buying it? Have you bought some SpaceX? Why are you buying it? I'm going to tell you why I'm buying it, because my reasonings actually completely sync up and are in line with what I'm about to share with you, which I think is a very interesting and forward-looking view of SpaceX that a lot of retail investors have. Okay. And that comes down to, let me show you this right here. Retail continues to see SpaceX as a transformational AI story, as opposed to a space exploration or interplanetary travel stocks. Think about that sentence, a transformational AI story. You cannot ignore the business of what SpaceX is doing. Are already up and operational, already profitable, all of those different things. But it's more about how I look at it. The reason that I'm buying it, I think that a lot of people are buying it, I think that they completely understand the vision of SpaceX. And what is that vision? Well, in the context of AI, it is AI data centers in space. Now, is that here tomorrow? No, but it is that story. It is that destination. It is where the vision of where Elon Musk is taking this. And that to me is a transformational AI story. And I'm okay buying those shares, especially at these prices, which is why I wanted to kind of share that with you. I mean, at these prices at 109, okay, I'm okay putting money into it, because I'm viewing it as a transformational, again, AI story, endeavor, all of that, but more so where it's going to be. I kind of think about this as buying Amazon when they first started. Yes, I know they're completely different businesses. Don't slam me in the comments for that. But it's kind of like that. Buying Google when it first started. Yes, I know those are not that's apples and oranges. I get it. Okay. That's almost like watermelon and apples, completely different worlds. But I'm talking about the transformational power of what SpaceX is doing. And I think that's the vision. And that's why people are buying in. And that's why people continue to buy. Retail investors have bought $405 million during the first 5 sessions. There's not been a single day of really net retail selling since June 12th. That is an important thing to note. We're not really here to talk about earnings. We're not really here to talk about all those different variables. And I mentioned them at the top of the video. I wanted to get to the heart of the emotional story, the reason that people, I think, are buying this. And I also believe this. I come out of crypto. I have a crypto channel here on YouTube as well, if you're familiar with from over there. people are very emotionally attached to their crypto, their Bitcoin, their Ethereum, their XRP, their meme coins. I think that people are very emotionally attached to their SpaceX stock. I really believe that that is happening. They have bought in to what Elon Musk is building, and that's why they're buying. I am buying. I have bought into what Elon Musk is building with SpaceX. And it was even better that they had a good earnings call. Again, I know that there was some things that Wall Street didn't like, but I'm not. I've quit looking at Wall Street caring about CapEx expenditures and all that kind of stuff, because I think that Wall Street is getting it wrong as far as CapEx expenditures on AI stocks, all this kind of stuff. Okay, so I'm ignoring that, quite frankly. I'm looking more long term down the road. You know what? I look at my SpaceX stock as part of the inheritance my son will get. That's literally how I look at it, because I think that 10, 15, 20 years from now, people are going to be looking up going, man, I wish I would have bought SpaceX stock when it was $109. That's the power of what we're talking about. I'm not talking about where SpaceX going to be next quarter. And I think that's another thing. Retail investors are not looking at the next quarter. They're not really honestly caring about earnings. We all do to a point, but you get my point. They're looking longer down the road. And that's what's important here. That's the message I wanted to tell. Okay. So that's what I've got for you. Hey, look, if you're interested in this, this is an exchange that I have moved all my trading over. You can get leverage over there if you want, all that kind of stuff. And I want to show you this specific trading indicator. You see how this indicator has this green line and orange line. And by the way, you get access to this if you use my link below. This is a trading indicator that you get access to. You see this green line. This represents long opportunities to be able to buy and trade in the short to mid-term. So you can see like Micron, see how it basically bounced off of this green resistance line. And this line is always there. But you only get this trading indicator. All this, this trading indicator you see here, you can't get anywhere else. You can get it through my link down in the description below, which will take you to this page. Okay, you can get a 10% bonus first time deposits. They're also giving away a pretty significant. There's a pretty significant giveaway right there. You see that with 5,000 plus XRP. You see that. So if that's something you care about, BTCC has been in business for 15 years. This is where I'm moving all my trading to. Doing a little bit of leverage and all that kind of stuff. They do obviously have crypto and they have stocks as well. You can see that this is the Micron chart right here. Okay. So it's all there for you, everything. And so you also see the orange line. That's an opportunity to do short-term shorts if you're interested in that, short to midterm if you want. But this is what's really cool. You can do long-term investing, short-term investing. You can do spot, you can do futures, you can do leverage, all that here for crypto and for stocks. Okay. Not a lot of people talk about this for the stock side, which is why I wanted to give you guys insight into this. So if you're interested, there'll be a link in the description below. I'll also pin the comment in the first. I'll pin the comment in the first comment with this link to get here, and you can take advantage of these bonuses. This is exclusive to my viewers. So check this out. Links are right down there. Go give a look. Why do you think SpaceX continues to be bought? Let me know your opinion. Drop in the comments below. I'll see you.